Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to see the last portion of our chapter 1, Rise and Spread of Christianity. Last day we saw till the decline of Roman Empire. Today we will see from the barbarians. The word barbaros was used by the Greeks to refer to non-Greeks who were considered uncivilized. This led to the common use of barbarian for anyone who was regarded culturally inferior. In ancient India, the Sanskrit word barbar was used for anyone who spoke a different language. Now we are going to see about Byzantine Empire, where the Western Roman Empire was overrun by the Germanic tribes. The Byzantine or Eastern Roman Empire successfully resisted the powerful attack of the Germanic tribes. It became a flourishing commercial center and saw the rise of important cities such as Antioch, Alexandria, Jerusalem, and Constantinople, which had become a very important center of Christianity after Rome. By the end of the 5th century, the waves of barbarian invasion had broken up the Western Roman Empire into a number of small, mutually varying kingdoms. There was a total breakdown of law and order. At this time, the Christian Church emerged as the only organized institution that protected and preserved moral values and promoted learning. So understand that during the time of 5th century, the invasions of barbarian tribes that broken the Western Roman Empire into different small kingdoms. That time there was a total breakdown of law and order, but only Christian churches emerged during that time as an organized institution that protected and preserved moral values and promoted learning. Organization of the church. The priests and officials of the Christian church were together known as clergy. Clergy means religious leaders. It is especially used for Christian priests and ministers. As Christianity gained converts in large number, which means the people from other religion they converted to Christianity in a large number, the organization of the Christian church became increasingly complex. Churches were usually situated in urban centers. A church was headed by a bishop. Below them, there were priests followed by the lower clergy. In due course, the Bishop of Rome emerged as the most powerful official of the Christian Church. He came to be called the Pope. Pope means father. The Pope became very powerful and exercised great religious and political authority. He could even force his will upon the King of Europe. That much power he gained. If you look into the triangle structure, you can easily identify what is the hierarchy of officials of the church. The topmost person is Pope. Below him, bishops. Below the bishops, priests will come, and below them, the lower clergy. Each church have one or two priests. Those priests are responsible to obey and follow the commands of bishops. They will work under the bishops, and the bishops are working under the directions and rules of a pope, who is the head of Christian church. Now we will see what was the impact of Christian monasteries. During this time, some Christians withdrew from worldly life and devoted all their life to spread the message of Christianity. They tried to go to a different part of the world and speak about what is Christianity and the different teachings of God Jesus. They led their lives regulated by rigid rules and the vows of poverty. Chastity means the purity of character and obedience. The people, those who withdrew from all the worldly life, they took the oath to keep a life of poverty, chastity, and obedience. They were commonly called monks, and the institutions in which they lived were called monasteries. Life in a monastery included prayer, manual work, and religious study. The monks set an example by doing manual work, and this promoted the idea of the dignity of labor. The monks were trained to look after the weak, the sick, and the poor. They also received education and preserved ancient knowledge by copying ancient manuscripts. For a long time after the fall of the Western Roman Empire, the monks were the only learned people in Western Europe. Because of that, the Christian monasteries became centers of learning and for spreading education. Subjects such as logics, grammar, arithmetic, and religion were taught in the Latin language. This language served as a bond among the educated people of Western Europe. So, the Christianity thus played an important role in culturally uniting Western Europe. Renewed monks such as Saint Jerome, Saint Augustine, Saint Benedict, and Saint Francis organized their own order of monks. They won converts from all over Europe, which means from all over Europe, people converted from their older religion to this Christianity and followed the new orders of these monks. Saint Jerome was the first to translate the Bible from Hebrew into Latin. His version, called the Vulgate Common Version, was the standard Latin Bible used throughout the medieval period. In the course of time, the church began to play a central role in the lives of the people. It laid down codes of social and moral behavior which the people had to observe, which means the churches spoke about how we should live and what should be our behavior, what all are the things that we can do and we should not do. These codes became increasingly rigid, and the church discouraged any form of questioning. Corruptions also became widespread in monasteries as they acquired a lot of properties from different parts. By the middle of the 16th century, many monks were living lives of luxury and became involved in all kinds of corrupt practices. The wandering monks who worked among the people, however, continued to lead a simple and a pure lives and became a role model for the common people. So, dear students, this is the end of chapter 1, Rise and Spread of Christianity. Please go through the important points to remember and the question answers. Try to find out answers for all the questions and exercises. Thank you.